Welcome to Changing Your Narrative. Thank you for visiting my channel, which is focused on becoming the better you. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for being here again. Today's topic is about asking for help. As we're changing our narrative, and as we're changing our mindset and our thought process, and growing into the better version of ourselves, we have to learn how to also ask for help along the way. You're making this choice today to bring change into your story and not allow the past story and the past years of your life to define the future. As I said in prior videos, doesn't matter where you started, is where you end. And I am an avid believer of that. When I made the decision a couple years ago to change my narrative, and as I am walking through the path also at the same time you're listening to becoming the better version of me each and every day, and I started listening to many podcasts, and I started reading a lot of books, there was one thing that I was missing in the beginning, was asking for help. As a child, what I saw in my surroundings were individuals who rarely asked for help, who rarely raised their hand and said, I don't know, I'm confused, I need help with this, I don't feel right, this is not right, I feel like I'm stuck in this situation, I feel like I'm repeating this situation each and every year, I feel shame, I feel regret, I've been rejected and it's painful. What I saw around me, my surrounding, was instead, keep all your feelings under wraps and what you're thinking. Keep it internal and don't let it out. Well, I am an introvert. You can imagine, if I'm being told to keep everything in, I already do that normally. It's hard for me to express myself at times, or even find the right moment to speak out. It takes me a lot of time to prepare my statements. I think it through and I think it through and I think it through before sometimes even engaging in a conversation. And being an introvert and being taught by your surroundings to maintain silence and know that we don't need help, that you don't really need to complain or say anything, or even extend your hand and try to seek advice. That was a double whammy for me. As I grew up and as I matured, as I went into the workforce, I carried that. I carried that mentality. I don't need help. I got it all under control. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. Even though I was broken inside and had pain, had questions, wanted clarification, wanted a better understanding of certain things, or was even stuck in making a decision, I chose to say nothing. I chose not to ask for help. I don't remember ever seeing a version of someone asking for help, and how asking for help was not a form of weakness. It was really a form of strength because you were willing to open up and face certain situations that you may have been hiding behind the curtain for many years. As I started this journey of changing my narrative and seeking and becoming the better me, finding purpose in my life, growing in my personal life, my family life, growing in my career, growing in my community efforts, I learned how to ask for help. I learned how to say, I don't know. I learned how to say, you know what, I'm kind of stuck here. I need some help. I need some guidance. I need some perspective. Maybe you've had this experience in your past, and you can help me gain some clarity, gain some knowledge, gain some wisdom. As I started putting myself out there and asking for help, not only I was opening up the door to grow and be exposed, I was also opening up the door for people to ask me for help. Think about that. Because I was making myself vulnerable. I learned very quickly that if I wanted to change my narrative, I needed to ask for help. I needed to ask for counseling. I needed to ask people, you know what, how do I deal with this pain as I'm going through it? Can I just cry? Can I just mourn the situation? I just realized I had a root deep inside that I have to deal with. Asking for help was okay. Being a Latina and growing up in a Hispanic community, sometimes asking for help is seen as a major weakness. Why do you need help for? You're okay. What are you talking about? You're exaggerating. And that's what I knew and attached to help. I see help as an opportunity to change you. It's okay to ask for help. You're not being weak. You're being strong. You're looking for guidance. You're looking for information that you don't have at your fingertips. We're not the expert in everything. And sometimes these moments of changing your narrative, you're gonna need help to deal with certain situations, to overcome some of the pain, to change your attitude, to become positive, get rid of those negative mindsets, get rid of those labels. So I encourage you, remove all the barriers that may be in your life, that may be imposed by others, for you to have it all together and not have to ask for help. Asking for help is not a form of weakness, I tell you again and again. It is a strength. It puts you out there, and all of a sudden you connect to what you need to connect to get out of certain situations. I tell others in my community when I speak to them, ask for help. Ask for help in your career, your community efforts, in your personal life, your family life, your marital, in your relationships. It's better to ask for help than remaining silent, like I did for many years, keeping it inside, creating barriers, creating walls, and holding everything in to the point that it came all out, all at the same time. And now I had to deal with it. So I encourage you, ask for help throughout your journey. Be strong. Know that you're just becoming the better version of you.